Hey guys, hope y'all are doing all right. Sorry about my voice. So I want to say that, like when I was watching a particular person talk the other day, I don't know, it was more than a couple days ago, but the last time I was watching her, there was a couple of times relatively recently, and like the type of things she was talking about. Like to me, it just didn't. I don't know. I didn't feel. I enjoyed listening. First of all, I really was just enjoying listening to her because, like, the past X amount of time. I mean, it's been a minute. It's been over probably 2 years since I've consistently watched her every day. Like it's like about 2 years ago, she was doing streams pretty much every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and I would at least tune in, for most of them, if not all of them. Well, not all of them. I didn't watch all of them, but most of them I would tune into for at least a little bit, if not the whole thing. A lot of times I wouldn't watch the whole thing, but a lot of times I would jump in after she'd already started too. But I, I could have watched more. I guess what I'm trying to say. But I still, even back then, I watched her, just about every day. Each day would differ on the duration of which I would watch, but it was pretty much a daily thing of watching her, or at least seeing what she was posting, or just having some type of interaction with her social media. She's very active on it, and so anyways, it's been a while since I've listened to her talk, like for a good amount of time, and so I feel like even though like there's been other ways things have been, messages have been transferred back and forth, and information's been transferred back and forth from various sources and a lot of different means. A lot of it's etherically, intuitively. Also, other people I think have been watching and commenting or making their own videos in response and using our situation as a way to just to share information for the collective. Like, I think there's been a good deal of that going on. Anyways, like the past couple times I've got to listen to her and watch her, I've just enjoyed that exactly, listening and watching to her. And along with that, there's a couple of reasons here. I just want to point it all out. The topics she's chosen to talk about, they haven't been some. I mean, some of them are, things vary, but the last one especially was not the most agreeable to me. And even the one before that wasn't very agreeable to me. So it's like, well, how do I want to approach this? And like her tone was, like it wasn't bad, or I mean, it was, but it like still like the content was like, well, this is kind of hard for me. Like I'm not like I just didn't feel like the best. I didn't feel all that. I felt much better just listening. To be honest with you, I didn't feel like it was the best place for me to jump in and be like, yo, what's up? How are things going? Like, oh, I can because I kind of felt like she was trying to relate to some shit on like, and it's like, well, I don't really feel that way, so I can't really relate. So it's like, well, it's like how the connection. I just didn't feel it was gonna be that good, like based on that particular conversation. So I just decided just to chill and listen, and just kind of be quiet and just listen. And then the next part about it, so that happened a couple. I mean, like the last one especially, but the times before that, those were aspects as well as also me just getting back to the function swings. And another factor in this is that I am apprehensive. Things. I think it's like with her especially. I think because of whom I think she is, like it's almost like if I were to get rejected by her, whenever I do get rejected by her, it's like me. It's almost being rejected by yourself. So it's like, wow, this is fucked up. Like I don't even like my my own self doesn't even like me anymore. Like that's how fucked up things are. And it's like I'm coming from a place to where, these past couple of years I've been on my own, so I've lost a lot of friends. I think I'm gonna like regain a lot of friendships in the near future here, but right now, I'm on my own. So it's like I don't have anybody, and so because of like all these failures that I've had, I have this like habit of like focusing on all the negative and like premeditating a lot of the times. I don't think that's the right word, but I have a visualizing like negative outcomes. Like I do this all the time. I'll just like I was gonna say fantasize, but it's not a fantasy. I just imagine the worst outcome possible and like think that's gonna be what's gonna happen. Like that's where my imagination tends to want to go, is just like the doom and the dread and the badness of everything, and I get caught up in that. And so then, but with all that momentum, like I'm looking at this situation, I'm like, oh, it's gonna get fucked up. It's all gonna just be bad, and I just like I have trouble focusing on that instead of focusing on the love and like the feeling the potentiality for the connection that I feel and the good times that we have had and the possibilities for things to work out. And it's also like, well, shit, if shit doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, man. Like you shouldn't want to try to, like I've said long, like I know is, but because she is who she is, for me, I feel this, like I said, it's also like, not only is it like my own personal affection, but it's also, as I said earlier in the last video, or not the last one, but a little bit of videos ago, I do feel like there's like a real important like reason for us to get like da 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 or whatever. Like it's more than just us. Like our relationship has the potentiality to help the collective in a very large and great way. So that's in itself like